What's up, guys? In today's video, we're going to unravel the truth behind the Epstein list.
Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein?
Why is the DOJ, the FBI, and other government agencies helping Epstein stay silent? Helping him by him. That's the only reason. There's no way this guy himself. There is no way.
Jeffrey Epstein committed suicide.
You know a suicide when you see one, and that's what that was.
He killed himself. You want me to get... I've seen the whole file.
How does the FBI fumble and say that he was in his cell at 8 p.m. when the murder happened during the first Trump administration? And now with this new memo, they're saying that he did not go and get locked up till 10:30. Complete flip-flop. Why are they telling us two different versions?
It says the FBI's independent review of this footage confirmed from the time Epstein was locked in his cell around 10:40 p.m. on August 9th until 6:30 a.m. But it's never mentioned in the OIG's original report in 2023. In fact, the only thing that is mentioned is that Epstein was allowed an unmonitored phone call, which was against the rules, but he was allowed it anyways, and he returned to his cell after the call, which was at 7 p.m.
Why is there 3 pixels that are orange going up the stairs?
Zoom into this. It's extremely hard to see.
Is that Epstein? Is that someone who murdered Epstein?
Guard returned to his chair, ostensibly locking someone up maybe at that time.
There's so many questions. We're supposed to get answers. This is supposed to be the administration of truth and transparency.
Do you think that would restore trust? Help restore trust?
Yeah, I don't know about Epstein so much as I do the others. Certainly about the way he died. It would be interesting to find out what happened.
But now we're left with more questions. And they actually might release the list due to this lawsuit. Stay tuned to the end to find that out.
The handling of this whole Epstein case has been a mess. I think it's a lose-lose scenario, right? I think Trump knows if somehow this list somehow got out, for sure, 1,000% his name is on there.
I can't believe you're asking a question on Epstein at a time like this where we're having some of the greatest success and also tragedy with what happened in Texas. It just seems like a desecration.
And it's not just his name that they're worried about. It's got to be the other ones, the Clintons, the Bushes, the Stephen Hawking. And we've heard ideas of the people that have been to the Epstein Island. There's people on there that don't want it out.
Bill Clinton.
Nice guy. Got a lot of problems coming up, in my opinion, with the famous island with Jeffrey Epstein. That island was really a cesspool. There's no question about it. Just ask Prince Andrew.
You know, Trump and his administration campaigned on saying that they would release this tiny blue book, put the clip up of him saying he'll release it.
Would you declassify the Epstein files?
Yeah, I would.
All right.
It's not getting done, and we're hearing lies now. You're seeing Trump stumbling when he's getting asked at a press conference. You rarely see Trump. He's like, Epstein, why are we still talking about this guy?
And are people still talking about this guy, this creep?
Because, man, you campaigned on it, right? It's like, that's why we're talking about it. And now your whole administration, your whole cabinet is making things up. Kash Patel, the FBI, they're covering it up. Like, FBI is doing what they've always done now. There's been no change now.
Of some guy or gal committing felonies on an island, and I'm in charge. Don't you think you'd see it?
If you have access to it.
If I have it, period.
Right.
If I have it.
Right. If you have it.
Right.
But you can't say that you have it.
No, we're giving you everything we have.
So far.
Everything we have so far is
Have you guys gone over all the video that's available?
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. That's what takes so much damn time.
Did Jeffrey Epstein himself or did somebody kill him?
Senator, I believe he himself in a cell in the Metropolitan Detention Center.
Yeah, there was actually, when Trump was running for president, he had an interview with, I believe it was Fox News.
Would you declassify the 9/11 files?
Yeah.
Would you declassify JFK files?
Yeah.
Would you declassify the Epstein files?
Yeah, I would.
All right.
I guess I would. I think that less so because, you don't know. You don't want to affect people's lives if it's phony stuff in there because there's a lot of phony stuff with that whole world.
The crazy thing is that Trump is so tied into the Epstein saga, like the lore. Like there's video of him with his wife and Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell all together. There's video of him, Trump, at a party pointing at girls, talking to Epstein about certain situations. There's an interview in a magazine where Epstein says that Trump is one of his closest friends. Apparently, in the original criminal court case against Epstein, one of the arguments was that Mar-a-Lago was a hunting grounds, or at least an introductory grounds to getting the girls to go into Epstein's island. So
that's wild.
You have all these people who were podcasters, MAGA supporters, who are now running the FBI and the DOJ.
Guy or gal committing felonies on an island, and I'm in charge. Don't you think you'd see it?
If you have access to it.
If I have it, period.
Right.
If I have it. If I have it.
Right. If you have it.
Right.
But you can't say that you have it
No, we're giving you everything we have.
so far.
Everything we have so far is
Have
the
you guys gone over all the video that's available?
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. That's what.
And it's just like either they were pushing this conspiracy way too far, and now that they got to power, they see that there really is nothing there. So there's no
There's no way.
transparency because they're
Yeah.
gaslighting us,
Right.
or they're like, and they don't want to get like, what's going on? And then this whole Epstein case, bro, is like, I don't know. It makes you seem like you're guilty. It makes me feel like no matter who's going to go up there on the stage and say that they're going to give us change to the American people and that they're going to liberate us from the swamp or the elites, they're all compromised. So the only way we're going to get a politician that's clean is either someone years from now who's probably our age when he's able to run for president, he or she, or maybe through a third party like Elon Musk's new American Party.
American Party, bro.
Going back to the Epstein case, do you think that Epstein was Mossad? Is there any evidence of that?
I mean, it depends. It depends. There's obviously a ton of ties to it. I've seen, videos from Ian Carroll, that guy.
What do you have the least faith that we're going to come to
Epstein,
a conclusion?
for sure.
Epstein.
And I think it's because of Israel. I
Really?
think that when you really dig into Epstein, his entire network was Israel. It was clearly like Ehud Barak was the ex-prime minister and the ex-head of Israeli intelligence. Leslie Wexner was one of the most powerful pro-Israeli philanthropists. The whole organization was Israel.
So
and
it
I'm
was
not saying it was all of Israel.
It was all an intelligence gathering, and
it was targeting Americans. It was targeting American officials and the American president.
Right.
TikTok guy who's broken it all down, shown how Jeffrey Epstein was clearly a Mossad agent, and this getting out would imply and implicate what's it called? Israel. Israel controls us like puppets, man. We're just doing what they say, right? So you're gonna bomb Iran, and then you're gonna not release his book, right?
Yeah, it's very interesting to how does Israel have power, because they're like a small state, yet how they have so much influence over America and other Western nations. They do have one of the best hackers, right? They have one of the best groups, and they have one of the best programs, the Pegasus 2 virus. The Pegasus 2 virus is a virus that just by getting someone's phone number or email, they're hacked. They don't even have to click on the link or anything. They have full control of anything in their device. So when it comes to, Mr. Yahoo over here, Mr. Yahoo head, it's really crazy how they do control things, because, for example, I had no idea that the Nobel Peace Prize, that organization was probably compromised, because the fact that Trump is getting awarded or nominated for a Nobel Peace Prize, this will be his second time, this one for the Iran-Israel conflict. He really didn't do much. I mean, I guess it's very one-sided. If you're going to say he's going to do some Buster bunker bombs to explode some uranium mines in Iran, and next thing you know, he's going to get a Nobel Peace Prize for that. It seems like it's very compromised by Israel, bro. It's
Yeah, I think we got to stop talking about Israel because we're gonna get a freaking strike on our video, bro. But yeah, no, yeah, it's all you're saying is very true. Yeah, there's tons of evidence behind it. They're everywhere, and they control lots of things. And you have to be careful when you talk about them, because they have a lot of influence, and they can get you stricken down like nothing.
Yeah, which is why I think Epstein did himself, and this is all satire. He definitely had no list, and there was no one involved.
I'm hearing now that Jeffrey Epstein didn't even exist anymore. He wasn't a person.
Apparently, the list might come out because there's a lawsuit pending. There's this article here from the Washington Examiner, which says flip-flop, justice search for Epstein files is still going on. So apparently there's a lawsuit with the Freedom of Information Act lawsuit, and they sued the FBI and the DOJ over the release of the Epstein files and lack of transparency. The department and FBI are sending out contradictory messages telling the American people that no more Epstein material will be released, while telling the federal court in our case that the Epstein Freedom of Information Act review is still proceeding. But no matter, our Freedom of Information lawsuit for the Epstein material continues. We will be relentless in demanding transparency under law. he said after revealing the July 7th joint status report. So if you want to keep updated with the Epstein files and other conspiratorial things, please subscribe to our channel, like, and watch our podcast. Thank you so much for watching.